It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. They said Shannon Sharpe right now they trying to sue the boy for 50 million, right? Say, I was gonna do the research and pull up all the receipts and all that. I said, fuck it. We're gonna go right to somebody that knows how to break this down real smooth. So here it looks like Shannon Sharpe already replied to what's going on because they tried to label the girl as a Jane Doe. So we're gonna see what he has to say about the situation because she's accusing him of rape. Ironic that he just got over $100 million contract to renew his show, and now grape is the play. Hey, this happens way too often. You know what I'm saying? Somehow these women need to be penalized for lying if they're found guilty for lying, because in this new world, it's believe all women. So I'm gonna let my boy tell me what he think. He gonna break this down, and then I'm gonna react based off of what he's saying real quick. Bet it up. Let's go.
Put the dog collar around my neck and choke me with it. Listen, Shannon Sharpe's legal team may have just pulled the greatest and quickest in no time. The greatest Uno reverse card on false accuser is what I believe this is going to turn out to be, following these headlines of Shannon Sharpe being allegedly accused of taking advantage of a woman. Now, things you should know so far that I know, based on the last video, is they were in a relationship, right? That's one. Two, Shannon Sharpe's
can't trust women no more, bro.
Success and money. And doesn't it just seem strange that as a man moves up, this seems to be the play?
All the time, big dog.
More on that later. I want to read the rest of these text messages that are exposing this chick whose last name they were using, the Doe thing, but now they just have her name here listed on this document, who after these texts I'm about to read has now officially become the biggest freak currently on Instagram.
Ain't no more Jane
Doe.
Doe.
This is crazy. We're going to read that first one again. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me. Choke me with it while you're effing.
Ooh-wee. Hey, that girl a freak, you hear me? Hey, D done, you hear me? We can get that done now. She said doggy walker and hit her from the back. I know she liked that. Hey, that was a freak.
Sent by Gabriela Zuniga in a text to Shannon Sharpe, October 7, 2023. There's another one. This next one says, I know you miss this this big juicy ASS, 25K for each cheek. And so it sounds like there might have been some cashing out going on here.
Might be some transactions.
She's pricing each cheek at 25K.
God damn.
She's sending these text messages, right? This is the same.
That ass expensive, ain't it? Fuck that. So 50K to clap the cheeks. Don't tell me Shannon was coming out like that, bro. 50K for the cheeks, G. That's for one-time payment.
Chick who says that she was forced into the car, forced into the room, and forced into a relationship apparently for 2 years or however long it was. I'm not exactly sure. But guys, real quick, I can't be the only one who sees this and doesn't think this is the solution. This is the solution. When we see a chick who we think, hey, that looks like a money grab, and she point that, why do they feel so bold enough to do this? Because they know that they don't face consequences. What would the consequence be if every man who's being falsely accused took this route? The consequence would be that now we know your dirty little secrets. We know that you are a freak. And yes, people can assume it, but it's another thing for there to be just plain, bold face proof of it. Could you imagine? Like, just look back. Could you imagine what the different perception a case like maybe the Tory Lanez case, right? And I'm using any case from a recent past. I've already said that I believe I don't think Tory Lanez is an angel. He made his mistakes. He got involved with toxic women, this and that. Don't let go of the alcohol and drugs. Whole lot of lessons in that situation. But could you imagine for a second how much differently the public perception, right, would be if you could read those texts? If we had access to those receipts? And I'm sure there are probably some like legality issues or some measures that are put to stop people, but could you imagine? Because first off, we know she didn't want people to know that she was sexually involved with Tory. Right? We're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Why? Because she lied on Gayle King. In our faces. And then later on admitted, like, yeah, I lied. Could you imagine what those texts look like? And how differently you would see the situation?
Pause that. Fuck the text message. This bitch lied in front of the jury. You hear me? I did not have a sexual relationship with Corey. Bro, we shouldn't even have gave him no time in jail due to her lack of telling the truth. Because she's compromised. You know what I'm saying? So, but I guess they wasn't they wasn't getting prosecuted for her lying. They was getting prosecuted for her getting shot. So, this nigga talks slow as hell too. This shit on ×2. And it's going faster, but it ain't as fast as it should be.
Invitations and the slide throughs and the creeping. Of course, the man would look kind of crazy too. There'll be some privacy concerns and probably things that man wouldn't want out there. But if it's a difference between a 10-year sentence that Tory Lanez is currently facing and anything else, then I'm sure no one would care. Or any other situation you could think. Johnny Depp situation. You've got Jonathan Majors situation. Anyways, there's more here.
Just a bunch of bitches lying.
This document goes on to read. This lawsuit filed by Gabriela Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, who, by the way, is ruining his reputation by every failed case he's putting out here, is a blanket and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misinterpretations and will not succeed. Goes on to read, in her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context. Wow. So in the last video, I thought, okay, maybe these were security cameras in his house that captured this moment, and it's even worse than that. It's her taking the video and heavily editing it and refusing to show the original video.
Dirty dog.
Portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we're releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Oh, she's a freak. She wanted this. She wanted the dog collar around her neck. Contrary to the allegations she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025. Also, she tried to even shorten the whole relationship they had. The day after, she asked for $25K per cheek, as quoted above from her text message to Mr. Sharpe. There are other examples of texts from Ms. Zuniga, for example. Now, you guys got to know, when I originally saw this, I thought to myself,
So let me get this right. My man get a new contract worth $100 million, right? I'm going to just say this a disgruntled employee, disgruntled ex-girlfriend. Because he not probably simping for her no more. He's like, all right, I hit that already. I need to move on to the next thing. Instantly. Rape charge. I need money. Lawsuit. Why you ain't going after him criminally then? You see, this is how I know shit be fake. Why don't you go after him criminally? You just going after him civil. In civil court. You want money. That's the problem now. And I blame the court system too, because they allow this to happen. Court system should have consequence when people are lying or they're found not guilty. So he's found not guilty, reverse. She needs to go for bankruptcy now. I need to sue her until she's done. Because now you gotta understand, this is Shannon Sharpe. My boy got TV shows, ESPN, he a part of Disney. Like, this is a bad look for him. Regardless if he win, it's like a lose-lose. He lose regardless. My boy lose regardless due to the fact that he's working for such a high company. You see Disney. You see the whole shit with Jonathan Majors. They wouldn't even give him his role back in the Avengers. That's Disney too. Everybody want a Disney role, but she's messing up her bag by, oh, I want 50K, I'm gonna put you out. All probably because you don't want to fuck with her no more and you fuck with another girl. Now everything we did is not consensual and you forced yourself on me. And I'm gonna ruin your image and I'm gonna talk stuff about you and I want $50 million. I want half of your check. I want half of your deal. Come on, bro. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna get off this because this makes me angry even listening to this. Women are dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say just get married and stay with one woman, but that's dangerous too. When it comes legally, the system is flawed for men. You can take half your shit if you're married to them. She can just dip and leave because she don't want to. Or if you're just sleeping with multiple women, one of them could just randomly say you touched them and did some random shit. And since it's civil court, you'd only need like 60% of the jury to say yeah, and you win. It's screwed. We screwed, y'all. So we need to just lay low. You need to record, only have sex in your house, under surveillance, have her sign an NDA in case she try to go out with some shit. And then on top of that, tell her you're being under video and audio surveillance at all time. And then as soon as she leave, you save the footage into a file, into your computer, and keep it there forever. In case this bitch put up, oh, here's the dates, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way to protect ourselves nowadays. I feel like vulnerable. Not only to the system, we're vulnerable to life. You can't marry a girl, she can take half of it, no questions asked. We can't have sex with a girl. She see that we not paying her no more money. We want to go to another girl. She lie and say we touched her. How many rape charges has Chris Brown got? You know what I'm saying? Or they tried to get her or sue him. But then we found out the girl suing. Did Chris Brown try to sue that woman back? Probably not. You get what I'm saying? How many, the Johnny Depp situation, did he try to countersuit? Probably not. No. Because we're so stoic. That's our promise, man. We're so stoic that we don't want our revenge back. We just trying to, we're so focused on just defending ourselves. We don't even try to be like, hey, this girl just tried to fuck me over totally. As if I'm the whole enemy. She not only tried to give me, she tried to take half my money, she tried to give me criminal time in jail. She tried to take away my freedom. And then she's trying to take away my opportunities to make more money, while taking half of the money that I currently possess. You see the problem here? And there's a common denominator, women. You know what I'm saying? And that's why with them, you have to tread very lightly, because they're not your friend. They're either going to work with you or we're working against you. There's no neutral. You have to watch them at all costs. She's mad about a relationship they've been had. Good thing there's text messages. And I'm glad that she didn't come out as a Jane Doe, because I'm tired of Jane Does coming out accusing people, because that can be anybody. He could have had sex with a fan talking about he did this to me. And what, it's just her word against his word. You get what I'm saying? So you just lose. Oh, well, he is a man. He is an ex-football player. He is very strong, over 225 pounds, sitting at 6'4", 6'5". There's a possibility that he could have done this. That's their defense. When the whole time, none of that happened. She made that up, and then she get the money. The same shit with the Trump. I think he raped me based on my definition, but he never physically touched me. Who is making this up? And then and then Trump loses. Who's making these definitions up? This is the problem right now in the society. The women are utilizing the government to work against men, and the government is helping them do it. So in a way, we have to kind of come back and be like, bro, we either got to leave them alone, do our own thing, or everything needs to be protected against them at all costs. Everything needs to be recorded. Everything needs to be in contract, because what's happening right now is that they don't want to work. They're lazy. They're using the sex. And once the sex isn't working anymore, they need to use the government to go against us. Yeah. Oh, let me see if I can get pregnant. Nah, he ain't slipping up, or he got a vasectomy. Damn, how else can I get him? Let me see if I can marry him, get him settled down. Damn, he's not a committed type. He's a bad boy. He looks good. He got the money. I want him. He got the accolades. Okay, he's not going with that. All right, let me see. Let me pull a bunny out the hat. The grape. Let me hit him with the grape. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna get my retirement plan right there. So I don't have to work no more. So I ain't got to worry about selling this cat and talking dirty to motherfuckers. I could just get this bread and be an independent woman. You got to be worried of somebody that is incentivized to grab your money. Because a lot of these women out here, and I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of these women are very lazy. And since they're lazy, they're using techniques to finesse the man. They're either going to finesse him sexually or monetarily or in a baby. So as a man, I feel like Shannon Sharpe should have known. I'm going to give him 30% of the blame, because he should have known what type of business he's in. Due to him not being married, which means this could happen more frequently. Every time he get horny, you want to fuck on some shit. That's going to happen. There's a possibility that she might come back. The good thing, this girl came back quick. The other ones could come back in 20 years. And then there's some evidence that you don't have no more. You got new phones. She talking about you did something 20 years ago, and it's just her word versus your word. And now you got a bunch of her friends coming like, hey girl, let's all do this. Let's all put them in. Let's get a class action on Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, we should all get them for 10 million. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually one of that stick. That's my problem with this whole situation. The Shannon Sharpe, he's my homie met him. Dude's a good guy. He don't mean no harm. He didn't force himself. How you gonna force yourself on your girlfriend? I'm confused. That's why I was a little confused with the Diddy situation. I understand, but it's like, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? This needs to be explained very deeply, because she's accusing him of something that they'll put another nigga in jail, federal court, and don't release him for. You know what I'm saying? So be wary if you're a man out here in this field, or not. You're just gonna have to figure out what's gonna go to happen. Hide your finances, hide your riches, act poor. You know what I'm saying? Act like you don't have it. Stop flexing with your money. The cat ain't worth it. It's actually more dangerous than it is helpful. It will more damage you than it won't. So it's best to just try to either avoid it and get the cash, or everything you do must be calculated. You gotta sign this document before you walk in my house. Sorry, sign this paper stating that anything you do here is not against your will. Everything you do here will be recorded in video and audio recorded. Please sign this documentation. Everything you do, plus in my car and everything. It's like damn near we gotta have a big brother in our house just to have a relationship with a woman. We gotta have surveillance cameras watching us, binoculars in our own crib. We don't even get no privacy because we got a woman in the house. Regardless if it's your girl or not. If it's your girl, you still need it. If it's your wife, you damn near probably need it too. But if you definitely out here single, hitting on some bitches, you know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta have cameras in your house. You know what I'm saying? Because now they talking about, oh, he went against my consent. Because it's a Me Too movement. I was at work the other day, and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna tell you this one thing. Shawty was like, because we was talking about Diddy and stuff, and I'm like, you know, he's in jail for sex trafficking his girlfriend. Like, that's it. He wasn't sex trafficking multiple people. It was just his girl. He was having sex. He was having people have sex with his girlfriend. But they've been doing that for years. So, but they're like, well, believe all women. And I'm like, yeah, I'll believe her. I believe Cassidy, but I'm not believing all women. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me saying I'm gonna believe all men. I can't do that. Like, all men aren't right. You know what I mean? So, regardless of being right, oh, she accused him of doing this. Why would she lie? Because they lie, and the government helps them fucking foul to get the money. Because most likely the person that's trying to defend himself is gonna probably pay the court fees. The system has to change. Shannon Sharpe, my boy Unc, you know what to do, man. I know you innocent. It's just a disgruntled employee that you laid some pipe on. Sometimes, boy, you can't be laying pipe. I'm gonna tell you this, Unc. Big Unc, this coming from Angelo Savage. You can't be laying pipe, good pipe on these girls, man. Man, you damn near gotta play the card and act dumb or something. You gotta just play some type of role to get out the city. You know, Unc, you playing them old school games and you got these young girls, because that's a young girl action on you. Or a middle-aged girl action. She just played one of them roles on you. The grape chart, that, man. You work for ESPN, we can't have that. We cannot have that, man. They're a threat to the legacy. That's all I'm going to say. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about the Shannon Sharpe, what's going on right now with these messages. Shorty talking real freaky with the dog leashes. Hey, she talking real good, you know what I'm saying? But that's a temptation, you know what I'm saying? You know, and somebody, I'm going to put this on your dome and I'm going to dip up out of here. Make sure you subscribe for the algorithm, please. And I'm going to leave y'all with this quote before I dip up out of here. Eve convinced Adam to eat the apple when Adam knew he wasn't supposed to. It's your boy Angelo So Savage. Peace.